Sunday nights ago, I was at a park in San Mateo, by myself, just minding my own business on a bench, when all of a sudden, this sketch-looking guy with tattoos everywhere, just super muscular, just runs up to me and says, "Hey man, there's a charger down there, come on, let's go!" Without even asking questions, I got up and followed him. Now, for those of you that have a little bit more self-respect than me and have no idea what's just going on, Charizard is a very, very rare Pokemon. Yes, Tattoo Man and I share a hobby of playing Pokemon together. And fortunately for myself and my beloved mother, he wasn't a serial murderer or anything. And he was telling the truth. He ran down the blocks, and it was a big group of about 20 people, all of them. And when they caught it, it was the most bizarre thing. I'd never seen people so happy in my life. They were overjoyed. Honestly, they were so happy it would have made Oprah upset. Oh my God, I could have saved so much money! She didn't have to buy cars or anything. People would have gone just as crazy if they'd gotten one of these Charizard things in their seats. Ah! This is the best day of my life! Literally nothing has changed! So it was in this moment, I felt like I had been broken out of a trance, like the Hulk coming back into human life. I'm turning around being like, what have I been doing? And why am I and 20 other people in some guy's backyard right now? So in that moment, I did what any rational person would have done. I immediately got in my car, went right to AT&T, and asked them to deactivate my phone. It's the logical thing. And the guy tried to warn me first. He's like, hey, why don't you just put your phone under your bed or something and just not look at it for a month or so. And I told him, man, if I have my phone on me, I'm going to be catching Pokemon, no matter what. I just want you to deactivate it and I'll be fine. I had to wake up early the next morning because I had an interview. Now, in retrospect, maybe getting rid of my phone the very night before was not the best idea. Because it turns out that these wonderful smartphones have this map feature that help direct you and help bozos like me not drive into an ocean. So, I went, I decided to just go old school. I wanted to find my parents' map and actually plot out everything. So I found a Bay Area map, and I'm just... Where am I? I don't know how people even use these things. You need an advanced geography degree in order to get anywhere, your local coffee shop. It was amazing. So I plot out, it takes me 40 minutes to, first of all, figure out where I am. And then I plot out where I'm trying to go and everything. And I make sure I leave with ample time to drive into San Francisco, give myself an extra hour buffer. And as I'm driving into San Francisco, I get into San Francisco, no problem. Once I'm in San Francisco, that's the issue. Because as you know, San Francisco has a lot of one-way streets. So if you take one wrong turn, you have to go all the way around. And finding parking in San Francisco is kind of an issue. It's full everywhere. So every time I go into a full parking lot, I have nowhere else, I have no idea where I'm going, right? And I ask the person, where can I find parking? And they're always casual, like, oh, just go to 10th and Geary. Where's that? It all worked out, though. I was only 45 minutes late to the interview. They still took me in. But the guy was not very pleased, I guess. I mean, I was sweating profusely because I'd been running all over San Francisco. He must have thought I was having a nervous breakdown. I was starting to slur my words. I couldn't make any eye contact. I felt terrible. Really a Toastmaster's nightmare, if you will. And I was, as I'm going through the interview, I did not get the job, obviously, is what he told me right on the spot. And so I get home. It takes me 2 hours to get home because I'm starting to get lost. get lost a couple times. And when I get home, I'm checking my email. And when I look at my email, I see that he'd sent me a message, the guy I just interviewed, saying that I'd left my jacket there.
No.
And that he tried to call me right after I left. But you know. The next day, I was back at AT&T, talking to the guy again, and he said, you didn't even make it 48 hours. Wow. I'd say I told you so, but you're crying too hard right now. Can you give me at least a summary or something? Give me a nice Toastmasters conclusion, if you will, about what you learned. Maybe go a little bit way over the top and be too philosophical. Give it a try. Life, love, these things can't be experienced on a phone on a daily basis. Now, I'm not asking you to get rid of your phone, especially don't get rid of the phone the day before you have an interview. But what I will say is that if you're out with friends, you spend time going to hike, try leaving your phone behind, because I promise you it's going to be way more interesting. And if you're ever in a park and some random guy tries to talk to you, maybe have a conversation before you follow him anywhere. Toastmasters and yes.
All right.